Hi IPL Judgment Team and whoever else happens to stumble upon this video. My name is Bern and I'm really happy to be casting this Terran versus Protoss. In the bottom center we've got Taeja, the red Terran, going up against Killer, the blue Protoss, up in the top center. Now, I don't have too much history with StarCraft. I purchased StarCraft 2 and I started to ladder and I made it all the way up to the top of my division. That's right, I was the #1 bronze player in my division, but I just never quite had the skills to make it into silver. So I realized that playing really isn't for me, but what I really love about StarCraft is watching it. I find it so exciting, and once you get to learn all the strategies, watching players invent crazy new things to do can be just loads of fun. So I probably watch more hours of StarCraft in a week than I should admit, but when I do watch StarCraft, I'd watch it really as a high-level observer. I don't know too much about the different builds and the different, the minute details of all the strategies. I think it's fun to just watch them build up their armies, the big decisions that they try to make, and how those affect how the game plays out. We've got Killer's probe in Taeja's base, trying to do a little bit of harass, trying to see what's going on. He sees the gas up. Meanwhile, the gateways come up for Killer. And the cyber core is going to come down. Exciting stuff. Just working off one gas for now. Oh, and Killer's probe sneaks in a pylon at the add-on spot for the barracks, so no reactor or a tech lab can come up for a while yet. And Killer does let that finish, so he is committing 100 minerals to that. And Taeja goes ahead and builds a factory out of the pylon's vision. And he'll go ahead and grab that second gas, so don't know what he's going to go with. Is he going to go with some sort of fast mech, or is he going to go for a fast starport? We'll see. SCV is chillaxing in Killer's base. Gonna scope out what the deal is. Yeah, I started out watching StarCraft by watching the different casts on YouTube, and then I got into watching some players live stream their laddering, which is kind of like fun and relaxing. It's kind of scary when you can watch some guy ladder for 5 hours straight and like time flies by really quickly. It's cool seeing their progression and when they talk about their trains of thought. Oh, we got an expansion coming up for Killer. He's got 3 gates right now, and what's he gonna follow that up with? Oh, Cloak coming out for Taeja. I did miss that starboard coming down, sorry about that. But it looks like he's gonna go with Cloaked Banshees. And I don't believe there's a forge up, so Killer's gonna have some trouble if he doesn't get any detection up before these Cloaked Banshees come in. So, so I went from watching one-off casts on YouTube to watching streams, and then I eventually got into watching all the different live tournaments that there are that you can tune into. Unfortunately, I'm in the Eastern time zone, so I've had to sacrifice a lot of sleep for some tournaments, but it's definitely worth it. These Marines and the Stalker having a little engagement in the center of the map. I don't know if that Stalker managed to see that Banshee or not. The Robo Bay coming just finished, and the Observer's on the way, so there's going to be a short window of opportunity for Taeja to make this Banshee really effective. At the same time, he's pumping out more Banshees. Cook comes on. Nothing you Stalkers can do about her. I'm pummeling a few probes. I don't know where the Observer is, though. Looks like he's managed not to evade him. And there's the Observer, so yes, the Banshee did take some hits there, but managed to escape out alive with 4 kills, not bad. Bunch of CVs Maynarding over into the natural for Taeja. I don't know why people don't say that anymore. I was looking at a grocery store flyer today, and whenever the candy goes on sale, they always pick the one that says Maynard in really big letters. And I say, I always think, why is the grocery store advertising StarCraft? I don't get it. But alas, it's just the candy. Anyways, Engineering Bay coming down. Or no, not an Engineering Bay, Barracks, sorry about that. Observer is going to come in and see what's going on in Taeja's base. I don't know if Taeja is one of these ninja Terrans that can just smell when an observer is nearby. Banshee's trying to poke around, do some more damage, but neither of them have any kills so far. Taeja does have siege mode coming on, or siege tanks coming up. Double Forge coming down for Killer. He's got 5 gates at the moment, and a Robo Bay, so we'll be seeing Colossus pretty soon. We'll see if he goes for that extended thermal lance right away, or how long it takes him to get that. Oh, there he's got it right away, and Stimpack just coming up online, or just now for Taeja. The worker count is pretty even, but with the mules, I think I'd give Taeja the little advantage. Now there's 4 Banshees coming out. What are they going to do? They're going to try and harass Killer. Both players working on their 3rd base. Killer's is almost up, and Taeja's got his on the side there. These Banshees have forced all the probes to run away from the main. And because there's so many of them, there's not much that these Stalkers can do, especially with the cloak coming on. Also, the Colossus is revealed now, but with that Observer, it's not so scary for Killer to ward them away. Killer almost picking off that Observer. Another one out here is just misses seeing the Banshees. Oh, they're gonna meet up. Bam. So yes, the 3rd is working really hard for Killer, but Taeja's still down a base. Not sure what he plans to do with the one that he just built. Oh, looks like he's flying it over there. What is the Colossus count up to? Just 2, with a 3rd, I think, should be nearing... no, that's 2 total. Killer working on Zealot legs. And just regular Terran production bar taking up the whole top of the screen, getting a little bit of everything, some upgrades. And looks like Taeja's trying to move out, put on some pressure, with tons of Marines, a bunch of Marauders, and just one medevac. The Zealot probably doesn't stand a chance. Oh, he does slaughter a Marine. Way to go. At the same time that Taeja's going to come in from the front, he's sent these Banshees around the side. Great move putting them with the Ravens and the the Vikings so they can pick off any observers that try to get through the cloaking. But looks like Taeja did not actually attack through the front with that Bioforce. Meanwhile, looks like Killer's still working on his Colossus count, adding it up slowly, but also adding on Psystorm, which will be super effective. Did I just say that? Yeah, it'll be super effective against those Marines, so. I'm not gonna say a meme joke, even though or meme? Sorry, meme. No, I'm not gonna say a meme joke. Fourth base coming up for Killer. And the third is looking really good for Taeja. Oh, missed sorry about that, missed a drop on the side. I think I heard some feedbacks going off, so not too much was able to be done by Taeja. Taeja's killed way more workers, and units killed is pretty even. Looks like there's an engagement in the center coming up. Oh, I don't know. Killer's armory just looks so scary right now. But a big Bioforce comes in to help Taeja out. He's stimming like crazy, but he hasn't got any medevac support, and those charge lots and Storm are enough to scare him away. Oh, another great Storm. Taeja doesn't have much left, although it's deceiving because he is ahead. Oh, he was ahead in supply. Taeja is able to scare Killer away, but all of his units are very weakened. He decides to head back home. Taeja's finally going to be taking a fourth base. I don't know if I've ever actually seen anybody take these island expansions on this map. It seems like with Taeja's medevacs and his Raven, should be relatively simple. He's going to come in and try and do some action here on the fourth base of Killer, but the Killer's force. Oh, he managed to pick up a medevac with, two medevacs with a full of units. That's a really big deal. That blink really came in handy. The supply's looking pretty even, and I'll just look at the units. Although a lot of Killer supply is going to be eaten up in probes. So even though they look pretty close, I have to give, well, now that Taeja's gone up ahead in supply, and the fact that he has less workers is a big deal. Looks like we're gearing up for an engagement in the center of the map again. Baller Barracks, Baller Factory is just, chillaxing. Oh, Miss Storm. But a few zealots are going to run in here to this undefended 4th base. Meanwhile, Taeja's taking up a 5th base over here. And the 5th base for Killer is just starting to get built. These zealots will be cleaned up, but will the refinery survive? That is the real question. Poor refinery. You didn't deserve to die that way. Factory is still alive. That's pretty cool. And these, the Terran and the Protoss, they just keep dancing around each other in the center of the map. Protoss needs to buy himself some time though, because Taeja's maxed, so a Killer needs to wait and max up before he faces an army that is maxed and has less workers than him. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. So SCB is just trying to be friends with these. Oh. Aw. You just wanted to be friends, yo. We've got a big engagement coming up. Ghosts get annihilated before they can do too much. They do manage to deplete some shields. But looks like Taeja's army is just going to be too much. The Vikings are destroying these Colossus like nothing. And there's still this huge bioforce with not much standing in its way. And Taeja's just walking in here to the natural of Killer. And is he going to be able to take it right here? We'll see. He is not reinforcing, and there's a Colossus up here on the high ground, but with all those Marauders, he's able to... Oh, can he get it? Oh, he kills it off. He's destroying the infrastructure, going for Killer's natural. And that's a huge amount of units in the main, and that's way too much for Killer, and he has to GG. What a great game. Well, I've really enjoyed casting this game. It's one of my first times giving it a go, and thanks so much for taking the time to listen to this, and I guess that's it. Stay classy, IPL Judgment Team.